What's good, y'all? It's Ryan. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are opening up a whole box of quarter rolls. Yes, that's $500 worth of quarters. I picked it up from the bank yesterday on my way home from work. Basically, I went to the bank and I was kind of looking for some quarter rolls that are from like the mint directly, because a lot of the quarters that I'm searching for lately are newer ones. I'm trying to find the rest of my women's quarters, which were from 2021 to 2025 or 2022 to 2025. And I'm also going to see if I can find any of those new semi-quincentennial quarters or semi-Q quarters, which are being minted this year. So hopefully we can find some of those. And on top of that, I just have this theory. I feel like everyone's always told me, at least, that if you're looking for, or if you're hunting coin rolls of any kind, that you're looking for the ones that people hand roll, like in the papers that someone had to do themselves, not the bank rolls where they're all nice and neat and twisted on the ends, because people will deposit like their grandparents' coin collection or whatever and not realize it, or they don't know what coins are, so they just deposit whatever. But to be honest, every time I get those rolls, I get nothing. Like, I think the only people who actually deposit coin rolls to the bank are people like us or me who actually know the coins they're looking for. They know what's valuable and stuff, and they're depositing the rest back that they don't need. Your average person who doesn't want a big hunk of coins that's lying around is just gonna throw it in a Coinstar and take the cash. Like, that's how they're gonna do that, I think. So I feel like the bank rolls have a higher chance of both giving me the new quarters that I need and also like old silver quarters and stuff, because the bank is unbiased. They're not allowed to take something out just because it's something they want or higher value or whatever, whereas people can do that, obviously, but the bank has to just treat all money the same and send it out no matter what. And I have found several silver quarters from rolls from the treasury or from the mint or whatever. Sorry to ramble for the intro here, but that's what we're gonna do. I also got this one roll of $50 because they just had one, and yeah, it's a hand roll, so there's probably nothing in it, but we'll open that at the end because why not? They just had one roll, so I was like, I'll take it. But this video is also to celebrate 100 subscribers, so once again, thank you guys so much. I know I say it in every video, but I mean it. Thank you guys so much. This is going to be a long video for me to make, just because searching through $500 worth of quarters takes some time. And I'm gonna have to re-roll all the ones I don't take, which obviously will be the majority of them, and take them back to the bank because I'm out $500 right now. But I'm gonna set you guys up on, I have this new camera mount. I got this thing. So this bottom is super heavy. So it's like weighted so that I can hold the phone directly down. Cause I don't know if you guys know, but before I had this, the only way I could film straight down was either holding it myself, or I had like jury rigged this crazy contraption over here with my chair with this tripod like sideways balancing on it. So this is going to be a lot better. I'm going to be opening all of this on my bed because it's the only large surface I have that's not the ground, and I don't want to be hunched over on the ground. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoy this content. Let me know what you think. This is my first coin roll hunting video, so let me know if you guys like that, and I'd be happy to do more in the future with other kinds of coins too. Actually, let me show you the quarter box first. So here we have $500 worth of quarters. Yep, this is what a full box looks like when you get it from the bank. Like, they ship a bunch of these boxes exactly like this to more effectively ship coin rolls to people. This box is like, I think 25 to 30 pounds. It's really freaking heavy. So yeah, we're gonna open this up. I've opened boxes of pennies before, but never a box of quarters. So let me put this down, it's really heavy. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on the new, I don't even know what to call it, bipod? Is it a bipod because it's got two arms, or like a, I don't know. I'm gonna put you on this one. Also, today we're drinking a Monster Peachy Keen. How many of you guys like this flavor? Let me know. Anyways, so let me show you guys how I'm gonna set this up, basically. So the quarter box is gonna be right here where I'm gonna pull rolls from, and we're going to film right here on my bed opening them, and all the quarters we don't need are gonna go into this bag. And I just got these out. So these are the albums we're trying to fill today. So we're looking out for 2 National Park quarters left that I need, and a bunch of these American Women quarters. And of course, if we find like silver quarters or really old quarters, we're gonna also be looking for those as well, obviously. Let me just show you guys real quick in here so you know exactly what I'm looking for. This is completely filled out here, except for I need the 2011 Montana quarter and the 2010 Arizona quarter. And that's that for this album. Then for the American Women quarters, we need pretty much the last half of them or so, or more than that, honestly. So I have obviously some of these earlier ones, but we need a lot of the Denver mint marks, and then basically from 2023 onward, we basically need all of them. So I haven't searched for these since like 2023 or so. So I forgot that the series is actually done now. So I do want to hopefully fill this completely out by the end of this video. But anyways, I'm going to put you guys on this bipod or whatever, and we'll get started. Actually, I'm sorry I keep on interrupting and rambling, but I want to show you guys me opening this box of quarters here. Alright, so I kind of had to do it myself, but there we go. And then we open this up, and boom, there's all of our quarter rolls, and they are from the bank. And the way that you can tell that is because of how they look. They're white rolls like this, and they have the ends showing like that. This is how you know these are from the mint or straight from the bank or treasury or wherever. Alright, let's get started here. I'm not 100% sure how this video is going to go. I don't know if I should time-lapse a lot of it, which I honestly might do, because otherwise this video could be over an hour. Or I might just cut out some rolls that are uninteresting. And I don't know if I'll be able to finish this video today even, because I've never searched through this many coins in one sitting. Something cool you can look for too when you first open a roll. If you see any in here that are purely silver, you've got yourself a silver coin. Now, I don't see any that are purely silver. You can see that all of them have a slight copper toning to them, even if they're brighter. So it looks like we don't have any silver quarters in here. However, when you see ones that are super bright, like right there, that's a good chance of us getting a new quarter, like the ones that I need, basically, the women ones or the semi-Q quarters or whatever. So just because quarters came from the mint directly does not mean they're brand new, because the mint collects a lot of coins throughout the year to redistribute them. So basically I just go through this really quick. What I'm looking for with each coin is the date, making sure that it's not 1964 or earlier, because if it is, then it's silver. Also checking the backs if they're a modern quarter to see if it's one of the backs I need. So any quarter that's before basically 2010, we don't even need to really look at the back, because I have all of the quarters I need before then. All the series that I'm looking at over here, these folders, are from after 2010 and later. So I'm gonna go through this relatively quickly unless I see something. So I'm just letting you know how that's gonna work. So here's a new quarter. It's 2023. I might need this one. So this one, let me see what this one is. Yeah, so I don't think I have this one, so let me move these quarters for a second and show you guys, if you can see here. This is a 2023P quarter, as you can see there. And the back here is, sorry, I'm reading it too, Eleanor Roosevelt. So I don't think I have this one yet, and I don't. So right here you can see I have 2023P Eleanor Roosevelt and 2023D Eleanor Roosevelt, and I don't have them. So typically what I'll do is I'll show the reverse for the P, because Philadelphia is always less rare, and I'll show the obverse, meaning the front of the coin, for the D, because Denver is more rare and I want you to see the D mint mark on the front. So we'll put this one in reverse first, and that way we can see both sides of the coin for every single year. So there we go. That's second quarter we got one. So that's pretty good start so far. All right, so this is a National Park quarter, which I can tell immediately by the design. Also because the National Park ones, the date's always on the bottom in this kind of ring around it like that. This is 2014. And if you guys remember, I only need one from 2011 and one from 2010. So if it's not 2011 or 2010, we immediately throw it out. Another thing you can look for, though, on those national park ones is a W mint mark, which means it was minted in West Point, which is in New York. They revived that mint. It was used forever ago to make coins. They revived it for some of the national park quarters, and I actually have found one myself before. They're very rare, though, so that is something to look out for as well. Sorry, I'm trying to look at this and also show you guys the 2020. We don't need it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut a lot of this or time lapse it. That's the old ones. All right, here we have a 2023 P. This is Bessie Coleman. Do we have that? Okay, so we do have Bessie Coleman Philadelphia. So I don't need this one, I need the Denver one. So we don't need that quarter. This one's old, we don't need that. It's 2013, not quite. 2018 National Park. 2017 National Park. Here's a new one. Oh, this one's very new. 2025 P. I definitely don't have this one. It is, let me read this real quick. Dr. Vera Rubin. Very nice design. So that's going to be in here for sure. Let me move these off to the side for a second. Dr. Vera Rubin. Oh, I see they just put honoree 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Probably because they had not picked the last ones when this album was made. Alright, so I definitely need this one, but it's one of these honorees here that don't have a name yet. So I'm gonna have to look up the order of which these women's quarters this year, or last year, sorry, were minted, so I know exactly where to put it. But we definitely need this one, so I'm gonna put it off to the side over here. And continuing on, after this roll, I might time lapse unless I find something interesting. So just because otherwise I really think this video is going to be insanely long. So yeah, after this roll, we'll kind of time lapse some more. (2016) National Park. I don't need that. (2015). Those were just old. (2017) National Park. It's a very good condition from the original 50 state quarters. Here's a new one, but I think I have it. It's a 2022 P. Yeah, this is Sally Ride. I definitely have this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I have Sally Ride in P and D, so we don't need that one. This is a very good condition 1996 quarter. It's not worth anything, but very interesting to see sometimes how they can stay in pretty good condition after so many years, depending on what they've been through. Alright, yeah, so that was the first roll. I'm going to put those into this bag because those are extras, and we're going to keep this one to the side because we did need it. I just need to figure out where to put it in the binder or in the folder. And I'm going to time lapse from here on out just because I don't want it to take too long, and I will stop the time lapse every so often to update you guys on stuff I've found. So we're going to cue the time lapse now. Alright, so I know that was pretty quick already, but I found a lot of coins in those couple rolls that I need. On top of that, I wanted to mention to you guys, I'm keeping the really new quarters separate, uh, just in case. Like, I know these are ones that people are trying to collect a lot lately, so I was thinking maybe I could even list them on my eBay for like a few dollars a coin or something like that, just for people who need like one specific coin, because you have to, you know, roll hunt like this if you want them, which is a pain, or you have to buy them from the mint, which is also way more expensive because you have to buy full rolls of them. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that. But here's some of the ones that I need that I found. So we're gonna start with this one, because I actually found one of these two national park quarters I need, which is crazy to think I found this one so early. But this is the 2011. You can see the top there, Glacier, and it's hard to see, but it says Montana right here. But yeah, so this is the one we need, and it's in pretty good condition, so I'm willing to put it in here. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop that in. And there we go. Now all we need left is Arizona's Grand Canyon, and we're all set for this album at least. So let me now show you guys the ones I found for this album. First up, we have this one, which I know doesn't look very nice, but this is the P mint mark for 2024. So I'm going, like I said earlier, I used the reverse, and the reverse for the P ones, and the reverse looks amazing. So this is the Zitkala-Sa Women's Quarter P mint mark for 2024. So that means it's going to go right here. So I can pop that in. So there's that one. Next up, we've got this 2024 D mint mark, which is good because it's hard to find the D ones, way harder than the P ones. So that is good to see. This one is Dr. Mary Edwards Walker, which is going to be right down here. If you can see, DME Walker, Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. This is the D mint mark here. And like I said before, D is harder to find, which it's Denver. So I'm going to put it this way so that you can see that it for sure is a D mint mark on there. So let's go ahead and pop this one in. There we go. Next up, we've got another D mint mark. This is a 2022 D mint mark. Right there, as you can see. This one is for Nina Otero Warren. And as you can see over here, I have the P mint mark for that one, and I don't have the D mint mark. So this will actually complete that set of those two quarters, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and pop this one in. There we go. The next one I found is also another D mint mark, so we're getting really lucky with those. I'm sorry if you guys can't really see. It's hard to decipher between P and D because they're similar shaped and they're so small, but this is a D mint mark. And this one is the Wilma Mankiller. As you can see there, I already have the P mint mark right here. So this one's going to go right next to it in the D slot. So let's put that one in as well, right there. Next up, we have another 2025 quarter, and this one is Ida B. Willis. So let me see, I don't know if this one's in here as either, just like how the other 2025 just said honoree. Yeah, so it looks like every single 2025 just says honoree. So I'm gonna have to look up all the 2025 ones afterwards so I know which order they go in. So we'll set this one to the side with the other one we found earlier. And lastly here, we have another D mint mark. I didn't realize all of these were D mint marks, but that's awesome. This is a 2024, and this is also the Zitkala-Sa that we just got the P mint mark for. So that's gonna go right here in the D slot, which is perfect. We already completed that set. Also, this one is probably the nicest looking quarter I've found in a long time. It's like straight off the mint. It looks really good, so that's nice to have in the collection. There we go. And that's everything that I found from those first few rolls. Obviously, as I go along, I'm going to find less and less stuff because it's just going to get harder because I'm going to have less that I need. Also, yeah, my hands are dirty. I'm sorry. Coins are disgusting. So make sure you wash your hands after doing something like this before doing anything else. But anyways, I'm going to go back to the time lapse and we're going to continue looking, and I'll stop again if I find anything cool that I'd like to show you guys. Alright, so we've got a few more that I got here to show you guys. First up, I'm going to show you these. There's nothing special about these, I don't need these, but they're in amazing condition. They're both Denver Mint marks, and they're some of the national park quarters. So it's a 2012 and a 2017. Sometimes I'll just put coins that are in surprisingly like perfect condition, like it looks like they were just minted. No matter what they are, how rare they are, into cardboard holders and just hold on to them just cuz. And these are Denver Mint marks, so I was more inclined to as well because of that. So just thought those were cool, so we're going to keep those in a separate folder. I have actually not showed you guys yet, so I'll show you guys that hopefully in a future video soon. But next up, we've got more women's quarters. So let's pull this over here. First up, we've got the last 2023 Philadelphia Mint quarter that I needed, which is this DJ Idar. It's kind of doesn't really tell you what it is on the back, but the reverse is super cool. At first I thought this was like some weird error, or like honestly I couldn't tell what this was. At first I saw this side and I was like, is this Canadian currency? But it's a very cool reverse. So that's our Philadelphia 2023. So we're going to put it right here, and we're going to put it with the reverse design. So let's go ahead and drop that in here. There we go. Next up, we have this 2023 D mint mark that I needed. And it's this Maria Tall Chief one, which is right here. So we're going to put that one face first here because of the Denver mint mark right into this slot. Next up, we've got a 2024 D mint mark here. And this one is Patsy Mink. As you can see, I have the Philadelphia mint mark right here for this coin, and this is the Denver, as you can see right there. So we're going to go ahead and put that one right here, face up. And we've got one more that I need to show you guys, and that is this 2022 D, one of the last 2022s I need. This one is Anna May Wong, right there. And as you can see, I have that one right here in the Philadelphia Mint. So we're going to take this one, which is the Denver Mint, and put it right next to it. And that means that I actually am done with all my 2022 coins. So yeah, this series does start in 2022. So 2022 is done, and 2023 is on the way to being done. We just need 1, 2, 3, 4 more Denver Mint mark coins for 2023. So we're going back to the time lapse, and once again I'll stop if I see anything. Alright, so real quick here, I want to show you guys how I put coins into cardboard holders. So you can buy holders like this for super cheap, like online or whatever, and in all different sizes of coins. So this is specifically for quarters. So you take one of these and you kind of bend it, and the coin's going to go in there, and you're going to close it like that. So let me show you how I do this. First up, we've got this Denver mint mark, but they're both Denver. But this is the 2017 National Park quarter. So we're going to put it right in the center there like that. Close this down and hold that tight. I have a stapler now. So we staple all around to make sure it stays in there. If you buy coins, oftentimes they're in these holders because it's a really cheap and easy way to keep coins safe from getting damaged or weathered at all anymore. And there you have it. That's our coin. I'll usually write what it is on here. So this is a 2017 D I'll put the grade sometimes, and that's just kind of based on what I know about grading. For this, I'd probably say AU or BU. BU would be brilliant uncirculated, but this is circulated, so I'm going to put AU, which stands for about uncirculated, because it looks pretty much perfect. And yeah, that's it for this one, and we'll put the next one in here as well. This is the 2012 D National Park quarter. So we'll stick that in here. Go ahead and staple it. This is, let me make sure. Yeah, 2012. Okay, the coin kind of got a little bit turned around in there, but that's okay. So it's 2012 D, and we'll say this one's also about uncirculated. I have a binder that has kind of like if you collect trading cards, how you have the top loading sleeves. I have a binder with sleeves that are exactly the size of these cardboard flips, so I just kind of put them in there, so that's where these are going to go. But yeah, we're going to get back to that time lapse now. Alright, so I've got another update here. First off, I'm going to show you guys, I actually found a bicentennial quarter here that's in pretty good condition too. The bicentennial was our 200-year anniversary. As you know, we're celebrating our 250-year anniversary, which is the semi-quincentennial. But I thought this was cool. I always keep bicentennial coins if I find them. As you can see, it says 1776 to 1976 there. And then on the back, we have a soldier playing a drum, basically. So this will also go in one of my cardboard flips. Another one I'm putting in a cardboard flip is a copy of this one I just put in my album. I really like the reverse design of this coin. It's very unique for American coins. I've never seen something like this. It reminds me of like Canadian currency or even Bahamian currency. So I'm gonna also put one of these that's like in perfect condition in a cardboard flip. Also, we did get a few more quarters for my album here. First one we've got is a 2024 P Philadelphia Mint coin, and this one is for Mary Edwards Walker. Surprisingly, we found mostly Denver mints so far, so I actually do need this Philadelphia one, and it's going to go right here next to the Denver one we found. And for Philadelphia, I'll put it with the reverse facing forwards. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, but I just added these in, the 2024 P and D obverse, just because they have an obverse example for every single year in here for whatever reason. So I just decided to put that in there, even though I didn't show it on camera, but it's nothing super important. I also need to put a 2023 D in here, which I probably have a bunch of those sitting around. I just forgot about it. But the next quarter I've got here for you guys is 2024 D. That's Denver Mint Mark. I have not gotten this one at all yet. This is a super cool reverse. This is for Dr. Polly Murray, it looks like. Yeah, and that goes right here. So this is the Denver Mint Mark, which once again, I don't know why we're finding so many Denvers, but that is going to go right here. And hopefully we find a Philadelphia soon so I can see that reverse again here. Next coin we got here is a 2023 Denver Mint Mark. This is Bessie Coleman, and this is the Denver one, so I think I already have the Philadelphia one, which yes, I do. Right here. So we're going to put this one in face up so that we can see the mint mark. Also, let me know if you guys agree with this. I know that I have examples of the every single year for P and D, but I just like to have proof that the one in the D slot is actually a Denver one because they're more rare. And you can still see the reverse right there, so it's not a big deal. Either way, whichever way you put the coins in here, technically you can't tell if it's the right coin entirely because you need both sides of the coin to know for sure. So either way, you'd have to take the coin out fully to actually know for sure. Sorry, my stomach's growling. But I just think this is the best method in my opinion. Oh yes, also we found the last coin for my National Park album, which is super exciting. I honestly did not think we'd even find either of them. I have searched so many quarter rolls and just not found those two. Those two have been missing forever. But we actually did find it. It's the Grand Canyon, Arizona 2010. So let's go ahead and put this in that album. Here we go. Once again, it's in pretty good condition, so I'm happy with it. All of these coins that I've gotten in here are in good condition, which also every coin in this album I found by searching through rolls or by looking through my change. So this is super exciting actually. Let me raise this a little bit so you can see a bit better. But yeah, we've got them all. So that's the entire National Park quarter set. I might make like a post on my Instagram. I usually like to post when I complete an album. I also might make a short that I've completed it because this is pretty cool. So I've been working on this for at least a year or more, maybe 2 years. So it's exciting. But yeah, that's that album complete. So all we're looking for now for the rest of this video is women's quarters. Which reminds me also, I did look up the order of the 2025 women's quarters. And I did also get a couple more of them, so let's go ahead and start putting those in. I wrote down the order on this so that I can remember. I didn't have paper, but... So we've got Ida B. Wells is first. Then second, we've got Juliet Gordon Lowe. Then we've got Dr. Vera Rubin third, Stacey Park fourth, and Althea Gibson as fifth. So let's flip this open. I'm going to put a few coins on here to hold this down because it's kind of annoying that it doesn't stay. So first up, we've got a 2025 P. This is Ida B. Wells, which is the first one. So that's going to be honoree 1, and it's a P mint mark. So we're going to put it with the reverse into honoree 1 P slot here. There we go. Next up, we've got another 2025 Philadelphia, and this one is Dr. Vera Rubin. And Dr. Vera Rubin is the third honoree, and this, once again, is Philadelphia. So we're going to put it reverse up in the honoree 3 slot, which is right here. There we go. So next is another 2025 P, and this is a repeat of the Ida B. Wells one, but I'm going to use this one as my 2025 P obverse example coin here. So I thought I had a 2023 D example coin for this slot here that I just put to the side, but I guess I don't. So I do need to look out for any 2023 Denver mark for that slot, but otherwise we just need 2 more Denver mint marks for 2023, and then we need a few more 2024s, 3 more, and then the rest is mostly 2025. So we're getting there. But anyways, we're going to go back to the time lapse. Alright everybody, so it's actually the next day, but I've continued searching through these rolls today, and we're down to our last 2 rolls. I have found a few more coins, but not as many as I would have hoped from the rest of this, but I will show you guys those at the end. I have them off to the side here. There's probably actually about like 10 coins that I found, but I figured I'd open these last 2 not in a time lapse, just so you guys get to see some more of me searching, because time lapse I know you can't really see what's happening. But I'm gonna go quickly through this because I kind of have been doing this for a while now, so And like literally, I mean like searching this specific box so much, I know exactly what I'm looking for. So um, I'm only checking the national park quarters for mint marks to see if there's a W mint mark. And then I only need a 2023 D of the women's quarters and a 2024 P of the women's quarters, and then some 2025s. And then of course it has eagle. If it's a like older quarter and it has the eagle on the back, I just check the side of it to see if it's silver. It's faster than checking the date, honestly, and it would be obvious if it was silver by the side. It would be really bright white as opposed to like the brown. So hopefully this video's not too long, but it might be kind of long. Some of these time lapses alone are kind of long, and I've had to film over a couple days because I just didn't have the time or the back strength to do this for too long. Honestly, I'm kind of hunched over here because I don't have like a nice table to do stuff like this, so not the best, but we make it work. I was really hoping to fill out my women's binder, but it's looking like that's not going to happen. I actually have not hardly found any of the 2025 quarters, which in a sense kind of makes sense. Like, you know, those were the ones that were just made last year, so it does take some time for those to get out to like everybody in the country. But still, that means that unfortunately we probably won't start seeing the semi-quincentennial quarters in the wild until likely next year, honestly, or very late this year. Oh, you guys see that? I think a nickel slipped in here, which is weird. Usually rolls like this, these rolls are from the mint themselves or from the treasury or whatever. Usually they don't let that happen. That's usually something that people who hand roll them let happen once in a while, because they usually weigh the rolls to make sure they're the exact right weight. And if there's a nickel, it really throws off the weight because it's thicker than a quarter, so you maybe can't fit as many quarters, and they're a different weight, obviously. So we'll see if it's actually a nickel that's worth anything. Probably not, but let's see. Here it is. It's a old nickel, I think. Let me see. It's just a 1981. I can't tell if it's a P or D, but just an old nickel. I can check if I need this one in my nickel album, but so we'll set that to the side, but I probably don't need it, honestly. But that was interesting, at least for you guys to see that. I've had stuff like that happen before, so. I also found a couple of proof coins, I'm pretty sure, in here, which is always fun to find. Very interesting. It usually means that somebody deposited it without realizing it was a proof coin, because most people, I mean, the only way you get a proof coin is by buying it out of like a collection set or something. Like, you don't find them, they don't release those in the wild, so it means somebody didn't know enough about something they had, like a collection, and deposited it, or they just didn't care. It's usually that they didn't know, because you can at least sell proof coins, even if they're just basic ones, for more than their face value, for sure. So if you're depositing it, then you're already losing. So usually it's because people don't know about it. Here's a bicentennial quarter. That's like our fourth one I found, I think. They're pretty common, but I don't know. Once again, I just always keep them, at least if they're in like, they have to be at least in like decent condition for me to keep them, but I don't know. I like all of those special ones for the bicentennial and stuff. So same with like semi-quincentennial ones. I'm probably going to keep a lot of extras of those too, even after I find all the ones I need for my binders and whatever. I love this quarter. This is probably my favorite of the American women quarters, honestly. I love that design. All right, so that's the end of the box of quarters. I'm going to show you guys what I got and put the rest of my coins in the binders, but first I'm going to wash my hands, so I'll be right back. All right, so first I want to show you guys the proof coins I found, and I'm almost 100% certain that's what these are because they are an S mint mark. If you can see there, that means they were minted in San Francisco. This one too, as you can see. This one is a 2014 National Park quarter, and this one is a 2005 original 50 state quarter. And you can see how they're a lot more mirrored in the background too. So these are actually two proof quarters that have been in circulation a bit, which is why they're not quite as bright and pretty as proofs normally are, but are a lot more bright and pretty than your average coins that you see in the wild. And of course, the San Francisco is a dead giveaway because San Francisco mint coins have not been produced for circulation in many years. So they usually use that mint for proofs and coins like these specifically. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I found proofs maybe a couple other times in rolls, and I always think it is pretty interesting to find. So these will be going in cardboard holders for me. Next up, we've got these 3 bicentennial quarters that I found. I had one other one as well, I believe, that I already put into a cardboard holder. But once again, if they're in decent condition, I always keep bicentennials. They're not really worth anything, but that's just kind of my own policy. And then I also kept this 2021 quarter that's a Denver mint mark because I don't think I have one of these in Denver this nice. Basically for 2021, for whatever reason, they basically just made a special backed coin like this. And it's not a part of a series or anything. So there isn't even an album that I have that holds this coin because the National Park coins ended at 2021. But this one isn't a National Park quarter. And then in 2022, they started the women's quarter. So this is just a really random quarter they made. I'm not sure why they made it, but I think I have the P mint mark. So now I have the D as well. And I'm going to put this in a cardboard holder as well. All right, lastly, we have the rest of the women's quarters I found, which isn't going to fill out my album completely, but I do have a good bit more to add. Or not a good bit, but definitely a few. We've got a few more to add. So first up, we've got this 2023 Denver mint mark, and this is the PJ Idar one, which I was just telling you guys earlier is probably one of my favorite coins, honestly, of these women's quarters now. So we have the Philadelphia one right here. So we're going to put this Denver one face up right here. Next up, we have this 2025 P, and this is the Gordon Lowe one, or Juliette Gordon Lowe. So this is the second honoree on my list I have over here. And of course, it's a P mint mark. So we're going to put it in with the reverse facing up in the P slot for honoree 2. So that's going to be right here. There we go. Next, we have this 2024 P women's quarter, and this is the Murray one that we got the Denver mint mark first actually earlier, which is right here, as you can see. So we're going to put this one with the side up right in the P slot. Next up, we've got a 2023 D or Denver mint mark quarter, and this is the Eleanor Roosevelt one, which we have the P mint mark of right here. So we're going to go ahead and put this D mint mark one right next to it face up, like so. So there we have this. We have the first 2 pages here done, as you can see. So all we have left is one more 2024 quarter. We need P and D, which I think the last coin I'm about to show you is one of those. And then the rest is 2025. But yeah, the last one I have here is 2024 P, and this is the Celia Cruz Philadelphia mint for 2024. So we're going to put it this way up in the P slot right here. So yeah, we made some pretty good progress in this video. All I'm missing now is one of the 2024s, and that's the Denver for Celia Cruz. And then I'm just missing D mint marks for the rest, and then these last 2 honorees in 2025 I didn't get any of. But that's kind of how coin roll searching goes. You don't find a lot even though you go through a ton of coins, just because there's so many different kinds of coins for, I mean, we just looked at coins from ranging from like the 60s to today, basically 2025 or 2026. So we did pretty good, I would say. So here you can see the aftermath. We finished the entire box here. These are the modern quarters that looked really nice that I don't need. Just, I might try and sell some sets on eBay or something. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that yet. These are the remaining coins that I have to put away. And I forgot we do need to open these half dollars, so I'll open those in just a second. But then here's all the papers from the quarter rolls, which this isn't even all of them. I threw a bunch away the other day, or yesterday when I was doing the first half. And then over here is all the bulk quarters that I have to re-roll, which is always lots of fun. But anyways, I'm putting you guys back on the tripod here, or the bipod, I guess, just for a second. We're gonna open up this half dollar roll. There's probably not gonna be anything because it's a hand roll, but you never know. So let's see what we got here. Right, there we go. So for these coins, you're also looking for silver. As you can see by the edges here, we already don't have any silver here. So the only other thing I could really look for that I need right now is I do need the 2026 Kennedy half dollars for my album, which I don't even know if they would be out by now, but that's one thing to look for. And the other major thing is there are bicentennial versions of these as well. So I usually keep those as well too. So let's see. That's nothing. 73, 77, 72, 74. Here's a bicentennial. See, they're pretty common. I just always keep them. See, it's in pretty good condition, so I'm going to keep this one. Put that to the side. 74, 73, 73, 71. Another bicentennial. We will keep that one as well. Also, I kind of like to give these out to people sometimes just because most people don't even have something like this. Most people will be surprised that this coin even exists. They've never even seen a half dollar, so you'd be surprised. Most people don't have any knowledge whatsoever about coins, so here's another bicentennial. See if that can come off. There's like a black thing or a scratch on his face. If it can't come off, I probably won't keep this one just because. Yeah, we won't keep that one. I have too many that are so perfect. I don't want to keep one even if it's got one scratch. But yeah, anyways, of course, as I thought would happen, we didn't find anything in those. But that's going to be it for the roll searching. Alright guys, I'm in a different outfit. Yes, it's the next day. I started filming this yesterday. It was Saturday. Today's Sunday. And I'm sorry my hair is a mess too, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more like coin roll hunting videos, I'd be happy to do them. It's a lot of work to search through them, but it's also really rewarding to find stuff yourself. And on top of that, it is a good hobby because you're not spending money. Yes, you're withdrawing it, so if you need money, like if you know you're gonna need money that week, maybe don't coin roll hunt that week, or if you're going to, you're gonna have to do it within like a day or really fast. But yeah, just the point is you can just withdraw, you're not spending, and you're usually not gonna take that many coins. Like I said, most of the coins that you look through are not gonna be coins you need. So you're gonna end up depositing like 99% of it back. So you're not even gonna lose money except for the few coins that you actually take. Hopefully this video is not too long. I think it is gonna be one of my longest videos though, just because of the nature of it. Searching through all those coins does take a while, even with the time lapse. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let me know what you'd like to see in the future in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.